Bro, get the f out of town. Woo! What is going on, gang? It is your boy Taco. We are back with some more Hannibal. We are coming up on episode 3. I know it's been a while since I uploaded one of these. My fault. I need to actually try to implement a schedule, which a lot of you guys know I don't have a schedule. I'm gonna try and make a rough draft of one just so people can kind of be more aware of when things are gonna come out. Shout out to all my patrons. Thank you guys for waiting. Thank you for being supportive of these. I'm ready to dive back in. Last time we checked, Will's getting into a point where he's really starting to let his guard down with Hannibal and seeming like he's more what's the word? More easily able to he sees Hannibal as somebody that he can depend on. You know, you're my paddle. You're supposed to guide me through these times. So that's a dangerous place for him to be. Hannibal's spoken to him in a way where they've both come to the conclusion that, you know, I kind of enjoyed what I did to some of those guys. So we've been talking about the slippery slope that Will's on. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm ready to see some more of the characters that we've had get fleshed out as well too, and I trust the show to do that just because they've really put a lot of time into these two, and I feel like, you know, maybe they wanted to really establish those two entities before some other people start really getting fleshed out. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see where episode 3 takes us. I'm gonna stop trying to think that most of these things are happening because Hannibal's doing them. We're just in an area where shit is just wild. People are doing wild shit, planting mushroom people, all kind of stuff is going on in Hannibal. Oh wow! So we're gonna get to know more about her character this episode. Great, her and her creepy dad, a deer, of course, right? In the head. Look how happy he is. Ugh, weirdo. They do a fantastic job. The actors are doing a fantastic job. The directors are doing a good job of shooting it as well, where you get a sense for this character and what she feels in relation to her dad without them even having to say words. To go kill this thing. He's so happy. He's loving this moment so much. He needs to kiss his daughter on the head and runs to go get the deer. And she's like, what the f***? Like, you know?
I heard they're like the equivalent of a 4-year-old human being.
They're smarter than a 4-year-old.
Tread lightly through the underbrush because they don't want to hurt the plants.
They're a lot like us. Start at the sternum, keep the blade pointed up.
Shit.
Damage the organs.
Straight under the gut from the rib, huh?
Meat. Eating her is honoring her. Otherwise, it's just...
They make it so creepy, right? And it's weird because there's like a parallel there with the way the natives of America, like, of course they were hunting and doing stuff and they honored their kills and stuff, but adding this creepy undertone to it and knowing what he is and how his psyche's just kind of twisted, it's not the same. And then you add the music, the dark room, the daughter shaking, leaving the blood on her hand, like he's actually making her get dirty with him in this, and keep continuing to kiss her. It's disgusting. Oh hell. Bro, get the f out of town, bro. Woo! Hannibal does a good job of, I don't want to say it's truly horror, but just making you feel like just creeped the f out. I like that. Even though that scared the f out of me.
Morning.
You drive up?
My car for stalking.
Whoa. What?
I'm compelled to go cover myself.
I have brothers.
Well, I'll put a robe on just the same. You want a cup of coffee?
Abigail Hobbs woke up. You want me to get you a cup of coffee? Jack wants you to go see her.
And you don't.
I don't want to get in the middle of you and Jack, but if I can be helpful to you as a buffer.
I like you.
Just have to say, every character continues to be true to themselves. The girl just woke up and Jack is ready to get to it, start trying to pry and dig into her mind and figure more things out, which, I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily wrong in wanting to do that because he wants to stop all this stuff from happening. But I think we had a conversation about it where it can, some things you got to kind of handle with some, I don't want to say gentleness, but some tact. And I don't know if Jack is the most tactful person.
Abigail Hobbs doesn't have anyone.
Said what I was going to say in my head. It sounded really insulting, so I'm going to find another way to say it. Dogs keep a promise a person can't.
I'm not collecting another stray.
The first person Abigail talks to about what happened can't be anyone who was there when it happened. So that means no doctor liked her either.
Yeah, much less the guy who killed Dad.
Family trauma.
I asked the nurses if my parents were dead, and they wouldn't tell me.
That's right, her mom too.
I know they're dead.
They haven't been buried.
My dad?
Having to hear all this shit.
Because he was crazy. I want to sell the house.
I brought you some clothes.
No, let me rephrase. Demanding that we find whatever's left of their daughters. Abigail Hobbs may be the only person who knows the truth.
You can't ask her right now, Jack.
This is kind of what I was talking about. It needs to be tactful, a safe place. And, you know, I put it all on Jack, but like he's saying, he feels pressure from all these different families and all these people, all this different shit going on. Lawrence Fishburne is killing this. Look at him.
You really think Abigail Hobbs helped her father kill those girls?
I think it's a possibility that needs to be ruled out. If Abigail didn't help her father, maybe she knows who did.
How was she?
Surprisingly practical. I think she's hiding some. Could also be more.
You said it may be more than trauma, yet you question her involvement in the abuse her father committed.
What I'm questioning is her state of mind.
I want Will Graham to talk to her.
Not yet.
Garrett Jacob Hobbs, the Minnesota Shrike. There was a ninth victim who also fit Abigail Hobbs' profile, but Garrett Jacob Hobbs didn't murder her. He is better than that. He's an intelligent psychopath. He is a sadist.
There's too much to comment on. Everything that he's saying, like patterns. Hannibal recognizes patterns, right? We get that just from episode 2 when the girl came up to for an appointment and he's like, why were you so poignant or so precise, whatever the word is? Why were you so adamant about the time that you arrived? Why did it need to be right after Will's appointment? And then you talk about him reading up on the whateverit.com. Like Hannibal himself knew who she was. So all this is tying back into that episode as he walks into the room. It's so like, it's perfect.
How intimately did he know Garrett Jacob Hobbs? Did he appreciate him from afar, or Hobbs know his copycat as he was known? I believe the as yet unidentified caller was our copycat.
Yeah, you fucking smirks and shit.
So you're not a doctor or a psychiatrist?
I'm a journalist.
Get your ass the f up out of here. Was it not enough? Was it not enough whenever you had you put home dude in the cycle, got his head blown off in front of you, and you were shooken up? You want to tell the truth? No, it's time for you to back out for a little bit. You got to back out for a little bit, homie.
Know this, I will never lie to you.
Sounds like something a liar would say.
Tell me what you know, I can help you fill in the blanks.
How about you tell me what you know?
She's smart too.
It's the Minnesota Shrike. 8 girls. 8 girls that looked
Just like me.
He was very sick.
Does that mean I'm sick too?
See, I'm thrown off a little bit because I forget what her name was. Miss Bloom threw in some other details where she could be a master life manipulator as well too. So she could just be playing along right now. Like now I'm throwing her not judgment, but her, not intuition, I forget the word. Somebody will correct me for it or add it in. But I'm judging her integrity is not the right word, something around there. I don't know if we can trust her as much as I thought we could initially. She could just be super calculated. And then another thing that kind of leads you to believe there might be a little bit something off with her too is at first she was so hesitant about the deer, but then like she was like rubbing her hands through its fur and stuff a little extrally too. I don't know.
Better start caring, Abigail.
How did they catch him?
A man named Will Graham works for the FBI, but isn't FBI. He catches insane men because he can think like them.
I think of all the people in this show, she's really smart, but I think she, in the hierarchy, she might be the one that's from everybody able to be manipulated. Even though even Will's eventually, I think, gonna get spun around in circles. I don't think she doesn't need to be in this room talking to this girl.
Would you excuse us, please?
Why are you here?
He didn't get past the screening process. Too unstable.
I really must insist you leave the room.
If you want to talk.
Abigail, this is Dr. Lecter. Do you remember us?
I remember you. My dad.
You've been in bed for days, Abigail.
We did everything we could, but she was already gone.
I know. I saw him kill her.
plenty wrong with your father, Abigail, but there's nothing wrong with you.
I'm gonna be messed up. I'm worried about nightmares.
We'll help you with the nightmares.
It's such a mind fuck because in this moment I'm like rooting for Hannibal to help. Like, yes, please help her. But like, that's such a weird thing to want from his character, for him to help somebody, right? Like,
So killing somebody, even if you have to do it, feels that bad.
it didn't feel bad.
The ugliest thing in the world.
I wanna go home.
Special Agent Graham.
Go away.
I never formally introduced myself. I'm Freddie Lowndes.
Trying to salvage this joke from the mouth of madness.
Please let me apologize for my behavior in there.
You told her I was insane.
I can undo that.
Help Abigail see me as more than her father's killer, and I help you with online ad sales?
I can undo what I said. I can also make it a lot worse.
Miss Lowndes, it's not very smart to piss off a guy who thinks about killing people for a living.
It isn't very smart to piss off a guy who thinks about killing people for a living. You know what else isn't very smart? And you let those words come out of his mouth.
It just all ties in. Of course Hannibal would not stop him. Of course he would want him to say some shit like that. And of course Jack is gonna have this response like, it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm just happy the story wasn't about Abigail Hobbs.
Well, then it's a victory.
There is a scenario where revisiting the trauma event could help Abigail heal and actually prevent denial.
Opinion, therefore, I'm going to choose the opinion
That suits you
that
better,
best serves my agenda.
right?
Thanks again for meeting with me. For you.
Who are you?
Oh yeah, how would you know?
Spoken to the relatives of some of his other victims.
Served a lot worse. I mean, his whole family. My sister was impaled on a severed stag head, cut down the middle.
I just thought you should know Abigail Hobbs came out of her coma.
What the f is this woman doing? What is she doing? If the implications are that she was part of the murder, and now you're going and feeding this man information to make him riled up and possibly assault her? Look, there's not many characters in any show that I straight up will dislike. Right now, this character is almost becoming irredeemable. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're playing both sides, but it's not even an attackful way. The shit you're doing, it's sloppy, yo. It's sloppy. Was it not enough to get a dude's face blown off right in front of you? She's frustrating. I mean, that's her purpose. She's making things move along in the story, but holy shit. Cannibals.
Is this where my mom died?
Shit. I hate that I'm skeptical of her now. I don't want to feel like that. But I need more context. I need more clues. Obviously she wasn't involved in that killing, but was she doing some other stuff? I don't think so.
Is that where all my blood was?
Yeah.
What did it feel like to be him?
Hannibal want to know too.
I'm talking to his shadow suspended on dust.
No wonder you have nightmares.
They keep showing this motherfucker.
Somebody told him we were coming.
She remembers the call.
It was a blocked call. Did you recognize his voice?
I'd never heard it before.
How did I forget such a simple detail?
Someone who's still out there?
One cannot be delusional if the belief in question is accepted as ordinary by others in that person's culture or subculture.
Dad didn't seem delusional. He was a perfectionist.
So I wonder, because obviously I'm thinking Abigail's mind and her memory is shot. When is she going to, because if I remember right, she picked up the phone initially and talked to Hannibal, and then he asked to speak to her dad. So eventually, may not be season 1, season 2, I think there's 3 seasons. She's gonna remember that shit. If she's gonna remember his voice, because he's just talking around her and stuff.
Is that why you let me come home? To find evidence?
It was one of many considerations.
You be my dad, you be my mom, and you be the man on the phone.
Abigail, we wanted you to come home, to help you leave home behind.
Why
I'm not gonna find any of those girls, you know.
What makes you say that?
Where did he make this putting?
I can show you tomorrow.
Abigail, there's someone here.
What the fuck? Oh, that dude. Oh no,
Hey,
who's this?
Abigail.
Is this the girl's face she saw?
My mom doesn't want me talking to you, much less the news. Everybody thinks you did it. Do you think I did it? I don't think you're the type.
He's there.
You were the bait, right? Lure them back to Daddy for dinner? How'd you trap my sister? Lungs while she was still using.
All because that other girl got involved, dog.
Come home. Can you stop being such a bitch?
Never seen him before? Back to the hotel. We'll go to the cabin tomorrow.
We should report this, yes?
This fool got an eye, man. But why doesn't he want the guy's blood to be seen? It's like, why does she have a memory of a person there?
He cleaned everything.
I want to trust you, girl.
He sold the pelts on eBay or in town. Pillows. Otherwise, it was murder. He was feeding them to us.
Very likely.
Before he cut my throat, he told me he killed those girls so we wouldn't have to kill me.
Holy shit.
Your father.
Oh, what? A new person's up there? What the actual fuck? Marissa was with what? Wait, was Marissa the girl we just saw? This is stressing me the fuck out. Her name is Marissa. Dog. Hannibal did that one?
Do you think she knew the guy down by the street?
Somebody's brother.
Abigail said he asked if she helped her dad take his sister's lungs while she was alive.
The young woman on the staghead. Garrett Jacob Hobbs would have honored every part of her.
You brought Abigail Hobbs back to Minnesota to find out if she was involved, her father's murders, and another girl dies. Yes, because Garrett Jacob Hobbs never struck his victims. Why would the copycat do it?
I think he was provoked. Nicholas Boyle, this girl, and his own sister.
So if I'm getting this right, Hannibal saw an opportunity to cause another murder and just play around with everybody else because of that, what that boy did, to throw them maybe even more off his own trail, because now it seems like this person is killing in a very similar way again, but he's able to put it onto somebody else completely, all because that one, that reporter threw she threw that guy to the wolves. He probably didn't even really, I don't think he did this shit, but he'll take the rap for it. But then why did Hannibal cover the blood that was on the rock and not just keep it there? Unless he like killed them, covered up the rock so they wouldn't see it, came back for the rock, then used the rock to like put some DNA from the dude on the rock onto the girl so that they could tie it to the dude. Who knows? If I'd shut up, right, I could just I could just watch and find out.
Manipulation. Is she manipulating you, Will?
Agent Crawford.
Look, he said he was wrong about the copycat. I want to know what else he's wrong.
Nah, now Hannibal can just play the wall.
This girl, I'm right about that.
It's the reporter. Mm-hmm.
You killed my daughter!
As he's the one holding her, Hannibal, you're a twisted fuck, dude. You're a twisted fuck.
Slounce, have you seen a young man, mid-20s, ginger hair, unwashed?
You know. She finna up?
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just need you to listen to me.
No, get away from her.
I didn't kill that girl.
Leave her alone. Bro, stop, dog. Yeah, bro, cause you gotta back the up, dog. I mean, gosh, damn. So no, she had never killed anybody, and this is the first person that she's killed. I'm convinced for sure she wasn't doing anything else. But this guy got set. It's like just so fucked. He got set up by the reporter. Makes it look like they're implicating that he killed this other girl because he had like a motive. Hannibal gets to play the wall, which just means he gets to play the background. He gets to play the wall, and now she's actually killing somebody who happens to be the brother of the girl that they think that she killed. No, yeah, happens to be the brother of the girl that they think that she killed, and also had a run-in with one of her friends. I think her name was Marissa just a second ago. Like, it's Dog.
Abigail? Abigail?
She'll be all right. Abigail? Show me what happened.
He was gonna kill me.
Was he?
He's gonna warp her mind too, more than it already is.
This isn't self-defense, Abigail. You butchered him.
I didn't.
Then they'll see you as an accessory to the crimes of your father. I can help you.
Oh, he's so twisted. I can help you if you ask me to. Like I need you to like power play shit. Like I need you to say it though. Oh my God, Hannibal. After he just scared her.
My career and my life.
That whole thing that he just did is crazy manipulation. They'll say that you butchered him. She stabbed him one time. She didn't butcher the motherfucker. He hit him one time in the chest. But then he tells her, because she's already shell-shocked, all the things that could happen. All the things that he knows she's already going to be scared of because he's so cool, calm, and collected in these type of moments. They'll see you as an accessory, which some people might. I was even feeling like maybe she's doing some stuff like, I can help you though if you ask me. And then he even plants a seed in her mind that like, this is a great risk to me. Like I'm giving you a gift. Like I just want to help you. Like I'm risking so much just to help you in this situation. Like this motherfucker is different, dude.
At great risk to my career and my life, you have a choice. You can tell them you were defending yourself when you gutted this man.
See, gutted. Just his choice of words.
Buddy.
Maybe a blur out of the corner of my eye and then a big fat cut to black.
Nicholas Boyle attacked Abigail, struck Dr. Lecter in the back of the head.
Where's Abigail?
You scratched Nicholas Boyle on his way out the back door.
He got away?
We'll catch you one way or another.
Is that why The Rock was important? Let him leave, Jack. Damn. Shit.
Hello, Abigail. You climbed over the wall. Where else were you to go? Home is no longer an option. Come down from there.
He's made her dependent on him the same way Will feels a little bit dependent on him as well, too.
You can't anticipate your dreams.
I didn't honor any part of him, so it's just murder, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Then why not tell the truth?
There would still be those who would say you were taking after your father.
You're glad I killed him. You're the one who called the house. You talked to my dad before. What did you say to him?
He's so cold.
A simple conversation pertaining if he was home for an interview. I'm nothing like your dad. I made a mistake, something easily misconstrued, not unlike yourself.
Trying to make himself relatable to her.
I'll keep your secret.
And I'll keep yours.
No, he got her too. This motherfucker is look at his face. Ah, he's sick with it. He's sick with it. But bro, Abigail, you don't need that to be a secret. Like I understand it's a scary situation, but well, at this point, there's no way he would let you leave anyways. He'd probably dice you up and have some sirloin steaks out of you, you know? I don't know. The way he just gets into these people's mind and he's almost, he don't even set it up. He just waits for shit to happen. And as soon as it's time for him to take an opportunity, he's on it. Like,
no more climbing walls, Abigail.
She's still pondering it like, wait, what am I doing? Yeah, great acting. I like her as an actor too. She really sells with her facial expressions and things like that. I think Abigail is going to end up becoming one of my favorite characters this series. I liked the expansion of her character, which is something I talked about at the beginning that I was hoping that we're going to get, getting to dive into some more of these characters and seeing what's going on with a lot of them. And Hannibal keeps finding new creative ways to get into people's, like, I didn't know you coming into Hannibal. Like, I thought he was just like out here eating people. I didn't know he was getting into people's psyche, into their brain, making them almost feel like it's a sheep, it's the wolf in sheep's clothing, but it's like what if it's not even, it's like not even the wolf in sheep's clothing. It's almost like he really almost comes off is like, man, almost like it was like the shepherd. Like, I don't know, like he just controls everything, but he's diabolical. The reporter, what the was she thinking this entire episode? I almost want to think she in cahoots with Hannibal. And because she's such a loose cannon, I feel like Hannibal's able to predict what she's gonna do, and that's why he hasn't dealt with her yet. Like, he lets her do shit because eventually it'll just feed ways for him to do things, and it's almost untraceable to get back to him. Because if they were to ever find out about the boy and how the boy got that information, that shit don't have nothing to even do with Hannibal at all. No. In episode 2, Hannibal told the reporter, you've been a very like bad girl or something. He said to her, he said, what are we gonna do about that? Nah, right? He might have his thumb over her, where there's certain super headcanon, where there's just certain things she has to do. I like Bloom's character. I like everything she has going on. It sucks that she got smashed against the wall, so now she don't even. Bro, if any of these people start remembering certain things, Hannibal might be done. I like how smart Abigail's character is as well too. After we hide a body together and shit, it's probably not so hard to like deduce, like, motherfucker, I think you are the other person, because what psychiatrist is helping me hide a fucking body? She's really smart. I like how intuitive she is and how she's set with Hannibal. People can't do it with Hannibal, but I like how these other characters can maneuver and figure pieces of puzzles out by themselves. The only one that spins them all in circles though is Hannibal. Will was great this episode as well too. He seems tired. I like that it wasn't so much of a continuous just hitting to the head of just PTSD and all that stuff so much. It eased up a little bit, but he's tired, like it's weighing on him a lot. But like I said, we got to focus on some other people. I appreciate all my patrons. I appreciate all the people on YouTube when this eventually comes out to YouTube. I don't know what else there is that I want to say. The acting, music, the scary moments, the even using everything to the fullest, to the point where she cuts something open and it's the hair of the other girls that's inside of the pillows, and her homegirl Marissa, how her showing up like and not listening to her mom. Ain't no kids watching this, but listen to your parents, man. Listen to your parents. They got her and hung up the exact same way the other dude's sister did. There's a lot going on, and I'm really, really enjoying the show. That's it for now. All right, that's it. I appreciate you guys, and I'll try to have this up here in a couple hours.